Hello guys, welcome to the world of English Academy, our English Academy, and a warm welcome to all of you from Professor Manish, the Alchemist. So what do you have here with us today? Well, it's Generation Cosmos, a brand new series that we are launching here on this channel today. And no, not to worry, you will keep on receiving all your English content videos from time to time. Plus, this channel is going to begin with the posting of videos on other walk of life, on other topics and subjects of life. For example, beginning with commerce, all the topics related to commerce, be it management, marketing, corporate law, the startup world, the world of entrepreneurs, be it from India or foreign, all these topics now will be showcased, presented to you on this channel. Plus, we will be posting videos on the topics of the art stream, be it sociology, psychology, philosophy, my favorite political science, history, geology will all be presented to you pretty soon. Plus, one more thing, we will be trying to come up with as soon as possible all the academic videos of math and science topics for all the boards, for all the young kids. Okay, so keep watching this space for more. Okay, now why do we need this series? Generation Cosmos. Simply because this channel has an aim, a vision, a motto of propagating or providing breathtaking knowledge and in-depth research information at your fingertips. Not just for all the grown-ups out there, but particularly for all the young kids, for all the teenage kids. Why so, you may ask? Simply because these young innocent minds have so many questions and queries bubbling inside them. They have so many curiosities welling up within them. Now, how about they get all the possible answers to all the possible questions and queries in one single place? How about that? Yes. Also, this channel aims at one more thing. Yes, it has one more motive of making sure that no outsider, no other person ever antagonizes them to have one view over another, to have a one perspective against another. We don't want them to promote science and ignore religion, or support religion and just simply neglect science. We want them to realize that both these eternal veritable truths, science and religion, are complementary to each other. They both are saying the same single story in just two different languages, hence the confusion, hence the complexities. This series aims at lessening that confusion, at sorting out those complexities. We really hope that we become successful in doing so. Plus, there is one more thing. Among all the scientists in the world, my favorite has always been Stephen Hawking. I just love Stephen Hawking. I adore him. But apart from him, I also admire Galileo, Newton, Einstein, Werner Heisenberg. Breaking Bad. Who know? Someone know? Is it not here? Well, and also I love Carl Sagan. Yes, that American scientist. In the 1980s, Carl Sagan had started a television series called Cosmos with one single aim of sowing the intent, of sowing that curiosity within young minds, within these young naive kids, of growing up and paying attention to and learning and understanding this world of science, these awesome, amazing concepts of science. This is exactly what this series is going to attempt to. So in a way, this series is a tribute to the late great Carl Sagan. And also we hope that you're going to support us by really watching these videos and spreading the word. So let's just dive into this. We are going to begin from the beginning, hence the title, the timeline of the universe. Now this word cosmos simply means a perfectly ordered, harmonious world where life forms can exist. And it is also a synonym of the word universe. You need one verse world, one world universe. Now here comes the first mind-boggling fact of physics. Along with our universe, there do exist many universes. Yes, a whole multiverse. There are many cosmoses out there along with our Brahmanda. There are many Brahmans existing out there. Exactly how? we have a layer of universe upon which there is one more layer of another universe, upon which there is one more layer of different universe, above which there is one more existence of another universe, and it keeps on going on and on and on. Hence the term parallel universe. So, how do all these universes, multiverses, this sea and foam of cosmoses, this all cluster of universes coexist alongside with each other? Well, here comes one more mind-blowing concept of physics called brains. No, not those brains, but BRANES, brains, which is actually a hyperspace. Yes, all these layers of universes exist within a thing called brain. Now, amazingly, with this one single brain, there is one more brain beside it with its own layer of different universes, behind which there is one more brain with its own stack of universes, beside which there is one more brain, and once again this series goes on and on with, wait for it, all these brains are existing within a super brain. Yes, universes, brains inside a super brain. Yes, this shows we are living in a fractal universe. Now, how can we be so sure about all of this? Well, the math has already been provided to us by the one and only Albert Einstein in his 1905 Special Theory of Relativity and 1915 General Theory of Relativity. Now, amazingly, for all these infinite universes, brains to exist, there needs to be a thing called dimensions. And each and every universe has its own different amount of dimensions. Our universe has 11 dimensions to be exact. 10 space dimensions, 1 time dimension. And we humans in this fallen existence can only access the 3 space dimensions using 1 time dimension. Hence, all we can do is go forward, backward, sideways, and jump up and down using time. But there do exist those 7 spatial hidden dimensions somewhere. Yes. Now, exactly how can we be very sure about all these factors in a practical manner? Well, experiments are already currently underway at CERN, that mammoth, humongous laboratory in Switzerland, where they are colliding protons at high energy densities in a machine called LHC, Large Hadron Collider, just to make sure that they have enough evidence to prove all these theories given by the theoretical physicists. We hope so that they come out with some pretty good ideas. Now for the religious side of things. Well, if you have ever paid keen attention to the religious iconography of the gods and goddesses, particularly of Sanatan Dharma, Hindu religion, you must have observed that they have all these ideas presented inside them. Yes, those statues, those paintings have all these ideas mentioned within them in a very nuanced and subtle manner. For example, if you have ever paid attention to the statue of goddess Kali or the painting or picture of King Ravana from Lanka, you must have seen that they possess 10 different heads. Why so, you may ask? Simply because they were given the boon of being able to see in the 10 different directions of 10 different dimensions. Yes, thus Dishai. This has also been mentioned in a Hindu religion, Vastu Shastra. Also in the Chinese philosophy, where they mention 10 cardinal points, 10 cardinal directions with their own guardians, with their own gods and goddesses. Now, isn't this amazing? And now for the main discussion. Our universe began 13.7 billion years ago with a big bang, with a big blast. And the creation began. The whole universe came out of something infinite. Yes, pay attention. It is being said, came out of something infinite with a big blast. The sport. Now when I say came out of something infinite, we just discussed about how our universe is fractal in nature. super brain, layers of universe. And this has been mentioned in religion also, in the religious text also. If you come across Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, then do read its introduction. This is exactly what you are going to find over there. Universe coming out of something infinite, and those infinities coming out of something other infinities. Yes, amazing. Plus, I have written the word visport. Yes, a blast, a big blast is what set our time and space move ahead, is what created our whole universe. And amazingly, this too finds a reference in the religious text. Exactly which one? Rig Veda. In Mandala 10, that is chapter 10, verse 129, hymn 129, which is known as Nasadiya Sukta, the hymn of creation. Do check this hymn of creation video on YouTube. You'll love it, and you'll understand this Big Bang in a much more clearer manner. Also, when creation began, this word creation is known as Shabda, sound. And here comes the Nikola Tesla's idea. According to him, this entire universe is based upon sound. The three important qualities of sound: energy, frequency, vibrations. Yes, the vibes that we get from people. And this Shabda, sound, once again finds its reference in one more religious text of another religion, Christianity, Holy Bible, particularly in the New Testament, in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 1, where it is said that in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. There are parallels between science and religion. They are not against each other, they are together. Okay, moving on. All the four forces of nature, Prakriti, energy, Shakti, the electromagnetic force, the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, and the gravitational force, the force of gravity. Before this Big Bang happened, before this big blast occurred, all these four forces were together in a combined whole, in a thing called the grand unification theory, the unified field theory, the theory of everything. Yes, what a movie, the theory of everything, do watch it. But after this big blast, all these four forces got separated. They went away in their own different directions, in their own different mannerisms. The three forces, electromagnetic, strong nuclear, weak nuclear force, went minuscule at the quantum level, and they are there. And this one single force of gravity spread across the whole universe, the gravitational force. And at this Planck time and at this Planck length, in these early microseconds of creation, one more mind-boggling miracle happened, which is the creation of matter, particles. Yes, this is where chemistry began. In those earliest moments, we had both matter and its opposite, antimatter. Yes, for every electron, there was a positron. For every proton, there was an antiproton. And we all know, when matter and antimatter comes in contact with each other, they both annihilate themselves. They are both completely gone. Finish. Poof, up in smoke. So, if that's what can happen, then how are we existing over here today? Are we alive here today? Well, this is where the miracle happened. For every 1,000 electron getting hit by its opposite positron, there was 1,001 electron surviving. And that tiny bit of matter, that tiny bit of electron kept surviving, and this is what we have today. Dekha? This matter somehow, someway got an edge over all this antimatter. And the creation sustained. This creation just simply kept on moving, going up, evolving. Isn't this amazing? But with this Big Bang, the symmetry of the four forces which were in a combined whole got broken. Yes, the symmetry was broken down. Now amazingly, here comes one more beautiful concept of particle physics, theoretical physics, which is known as supersymmetry. Along with our matter particles, we have their cousins. For every electron, there is a s electron, that is selectron. For every proton, there is a s proton. For every neutron, there is an s neutron. But we are not able to see them. We are not able to find them anywhere except in our math, except in our theory. Once again, CERN is trying its utmost best, colliding these beams of light, these beams of photon at high energy densities, just to make sure that they're able to find these supersymmetric particles, these cousins of our matter particles. We don't know whether they will be successful or not. Anyhow, they have discovered the Higgs boson. If they can get success in discovering that, well, who knows? Supersymmetric particles can also be found out. Right now, they are lurking in some dark, hidden area. Who knows? These supersymmetric particles could be the contenders, could be the candidates for dark matter. Yes. Hopefully, we might come up with some good results. Now, one more thing. This CERN laboratory at Switzerland, it has placed a big statue of Lord Nataraja, yes, the dancing form of Shiva, yeah, at its main entrance gate. And this statue was gifted to them by our Indian government. Dekha? Even they have realized, even these European scientists have understood that science and religion can coexist. Well, what does this exactly statue of Nataraj depict anyway? It has a big mandala around it. In between, Lord Shiva is dancing. There is a ring of fire. Well, this exactly shows two things at two different levels. At the quantum level, it shows the quantum nature of things, which is jittery. Nothing is fixed, nothing is permanent, everything is in a wavy fashion, in a wave-like probability fashion. This is what the dance shows. And at the grand level, when two galaxies collide with each other, when two galaxies merge with each other, that's a grand dance of death, the Tandem Nritya. Everything is flung around. All the stars and the planets are flung around. The center of both these galaxies come together, and the black holes at the center of these two galaxies merge together. What could be more destructive than that? That's terrifying. That's Tandem Nritya. Hence the main idea of Nataraj. Dekha, science and religion can coexist with each other. Isn't this amazing? And one more thing. When this symmetry got broken at the creation of universe, at the creation of this entire event of Big Bang, this has been mentioned in one more religious text of one more religion, Kabbalah, the mystical side of Jewish religion, of the Hebrew people. There is a thing called breaking of the vessels, where all the energies and the light and the grace and the glory of God was hidden inside one big chamber, in one big glass, and got shattered. The emanation of God, His love, came pouring out of this cylinder. One more mention of scientific fact in religious text. Please never ever rule out either one of them. Try to understand both of them in a parallel fashion. Okay? And so this was today's video. I know you are waiting for your bonus, but I'm going to provide you 2 bonuses the next time around. Okay? I hope so. You must have liked this today's video, today's session, and hope to meet you soon. See you later.